What's up, the squad? Back with another video. As y'all can see in the title, it's going down. Make sure to like button, hit that subscribe button. Not even gonna lie. This is absolutely insane. This is definitely absolutely insane. You got Chuck here. Says he tried to guilt trip President Trump in the Oval Office. Says here bringing up a child with cancer while demanding Trump back his spending plan. That funds illegal alien healthcare and surgeries for kids. Y'all know what type of surgeries. Gotta watch what you say on here. This right here is actually very, very, very sad on what he's doing. It is absolutely sad on what he's doing and how he's doing it. There's one thing that I'll definitely tell y'all. When it comes down to children sick, elders, anybody, I pray for it all the time. Most definitely. But when it's the way that you do things like this, and the things that you say is not okay. The way that he did this is not okay. When I've been seeing how he's been doing things, especially, within Hakeem Jeffries, I don't know if y'all didn't see the video from yesterday, but the way that they're doing things and it's just, it does not sit right with me. I'm not even gonna lie. It doesn't sit right with me. Check it out.
Out to the president some of the consequences of what's happening in healthcare. And by his face and by the way he looked, I think he heard about them for the first time. The closing of rural hospitals. The fact that so many clinics are closing. And I don't know if he knew this before, but the fact that people will pay $4,000 more a year, $400 more a month, close to $5,000 more a year on their health care premiums if we don't do anything. And people don't know what to do. The average working family can't afford that. I told him how I met a mother who was crying to me because her daughter had cancer. And what has happened with health care, with what they have done, she's going to watch her daughter suffer and maybe die. And so he seemed to, for the first time, understand the magnitude of this crisis. And we hope he'll talk to the Republican leaders and tell them we need bipartisan input on health.
I'm not even gonna lie. This is something this is not okay. It's definitely not okay. And it's sick that he's doing it like this in the way that he's treating this. It's not okay at all. It's not okay. And this just goes to show you on how the left acts and what they do. It's definitely sad. It's definitely sad. I'm not even gonna lie. Says Vice President J.D. Vance comes out minutes after Hakeem Jeffries and the old Chuck pitched a fit about Republicans not caving to their demands ahead of a government shutdown. Check out here with Vice President J.D. Vance had to say, I'm so sorry, y'all, too. My nose, I'm literally trying my best to stop it from running. I literally have the worst allergies. I don't know if y'all haven't been noticing, but there's different things that I have been doing, within my room, plants and stuff like that. Been trying to get a better feeling here, some better air quality and stuff like that. Allergies have been messing with me bad. On top of, they have 3 dogs in the house right now. One that is here, literally a babysit type, so my allergies are definitely horrible, especially within the season. So I definitely apologize. I do want to say that.
Disagreements about tax policy, but you don't shut the government down. We have disagreements about healthcare policy, but you don't shut the government down. You don't use your policy disagreements as leverage to not pay our troops, to not have essential services of government actually function. You don't say the fact that you disagree about a particular tax provision is an excuse for shutting down the people's government and all the essential services that come along with it. If you look at what Chuck Schumer has said in the past consistently, it's whatever our disagreements are, let's negotiate with them. Let's talk about them. Let's figure out a bipartisan solution, but you don't shut the government down. In other words, you don't put a gun to the American people's head and say, unless you do exactly what Senate and House Democrats want you to do, we're going to shut down your government. That's exactly what they're proposing out there. Now, we have to remember, they're very frustrated. They say that they're very frustrated about the fact that this negotiation has not taken place until today. But if you look at the original The original thing they did with this negotiation, it was a $1.5 trillion spending package, basically saying to the American people, we want to give massive amounts of money, hundreds of billions of dollars to illegal aliens for their health care while Americans are struggling to pay their health care bills. That was their initial foray into this negotiation. We thought it was absurd. We told them it was absurd, and now they come in here saying that if you don't give us everything that we want, we're going to shut down the government. We think that's preposterous.
Yeah.
We think it's totally unacceptable, and we think the American people are going to suffer because these guys won't do the right thing. Now, I want to make one final point here. You will hear a lot from Senate Democrats, from House Democrats about the fact that American healthcare policy is broken. Well, we know that American healthcare policy is broken. We've been trying to fix it for the 8 months that we've been in office, but every single thing that they accuse about being broken about American healthcare is policy the Democrats have supported for the past decade. So if they want to talk about how to fix American healthcare policy, let's do it. The Speaker would love to do it. The Senate Majority Leader would love to do it. Let's work on it together, but let's do it in the context of an open government that's providing essential services to the American people. That's all that we're proposing to do, and the fact that they refuse to do that shows how unreasonable their position is. I think we're headed to a shutdown because the Democrats won't do the right thing. I hope they change their mind, but we're going to.
That's pretty crazy though, and the fact that you constantly have JD Vance, people that's in the Trump administration that's constantly. We need, to work together. We need to do this. We need to do that. And then you literally have so many people, on the left's office that's constantly lying, making up excuses. You literally have. I don't get that. We just talked about this. We literally just talked about this. I think it was yesterday. We talked about it, and it's so wild to me that you have so many individuals that are literally struggling, people that are actually been served as well, and they look to fund illegal aliens and put them first, and I don't like that at all. I definitely don't like that. You got House Speaker Mike Johnson on CNN, and getting his point across on how he feels about everything. Check it out.
Yes, it is illegal for illegal aliens to receive health care paid for by hardworking American taxpayers, but they're making the demand to change that. They want to add that back in. That's one of Chuck Schumer's primary demands, to keep the government open, and we're not going to do that. The American people didn't vote for us to do that. We're trying to clean up the system. So what they're demanding, they know is outrageous. They know it's far beyond the pale. And look, I challenge anybody listening to us, Jake, go pull this up. You will see there is nothing partisan in what we have passed and presented to the Senate. Chuck Schumer is doing this for one reason. He is trying to get cover from the far left base of his party because they've been hammering him for not fighting Trump. So he's going to try to show that he's fighting Trump, but he has absolutely no logical basis for doing so here.
Pretty crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. Pretty wild. This whole thing is pretty wild, and I'm telling y'all, bro. Ever since, and a lot of this, and I've said this plenty of times, a lot of this is because of this so-called hatred towards Trump. This hatred towards Trump. I feel like ever since Trump got in office, things have been getting way better. I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh yeah, things are just all perfect. Things aren't perfect. People aren't perfect. But at the same time, things have gotten way better than they have. I'm not even gonna lie. Check out Stephen Miller.
Well, the Democrats are demanding free health care for illegal aliens. Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries have been clear. They will not fund law enforcement. They will not fund the military. They will not fund public safety. They will not fund the operations of the federal government that your tax dollars pay for unless they get free health care for illegal aliens. That is the biggest losing message and the biggest losing argument in American history. We will see if there's enough Democrat senators who are dumb enough to follow Chuck Schumer off the edge of that cliff.
Telling y'all, it ain't. It's not it. It's not it. One thing about it is that you have so many people that are constantly, and I literally just said that in my last video. I'm telling you, I'll be trying to be on it. I literally said this in my last video. There are so many individuals, y'all, that are leaving the Democratic Party because of the things that they're doing and how they're doing it constantly. And it's things that are constantly not only hurting, the Democratic Party, but it's hurting, it's messing up, Americans and how we are. We literally just covered, what happened in Michigan. You're constantly having things happen because of the way that they're acting and the way that they're doing, and they're people are noticing all of that. People are constantly noticing so many things that they're doing, and leaving the Democratic Party because it's constant lies, it's hatred, it's pure chaos. It's pure chaos, and it's definitely sad. Check out what this guy has to say, y'all.
Are we really going to call this what this is? Chuck Schumer and all you crazy liberals? Let's call it what it is. You're holding the government ransom for illegal immigrants. Forget the people who elected you. Forget the Constitution in which you're supposed to uphold. You want more money to pay for illegal immigrants.
Exactly.
To have medical insurance. But what about American citizens who can't afford medical insurance? What about Americans? What about us? You said you were for the people. I mean, I know better. But the people that voted for you, the lost liberal constituency that you have.
And the fact that he says, I know better. A lot of us are starting to know better. It definitely took me a few years. I just got into this, a few years ago. I'm not even gonna lie. I was raised, y'all know I was raised, Democratic family. So I didn't know much about anything, going on.
A government
But now I do.
shutdown? Why? So that you can support your new voter base, illegal immigrants. That's all it is. You are holding the government and the American people ransom. And it's time for your people to realize that and wake up. Put an end to this. Vote these people out. They've been in office for decades, and they have not done anything for you.
Exactly.
But open the borders.
That's it. Not only open the borders, but once in here, y'all, they getting free healthcare. Like I said, bus fare. They getting on them planes. Housing, food stamps. Everybody complaining about food stamps. Oh, legal aliens, they got it. There's so many things. We seen what happened in New York. There's multiple things that's going on. I'm telling y'all, people need to wake up and realize, like, what are y'all not all people doing? Let me tell y'all what people see. People see color. This is a topic they don't like when I get into it. They don't like when a black man speak on color. They hate that. They hate it as much as as much as a white man says it. I'm telling y'all, it may sound crazy, but you got a black man, y'all don't know the DMs that I come across, man. In my DMs on Instagram, on TikTok, anything. I've had them all. Requests of just pure hatred because I speak the real. Bro, when are people going to realize? That's all people see is color. I literally just watched a video of Kamala. I watched the video of, who else was it? It was somebody else. I think it was Ilhan Omar or somebody. It was somebody. And she said, oh yeah, they hate on the black woman. Then you got all, these individuals that are, obviously a Democratic Party, and they love them. They love Jasmine Crockett. What are y'all not, like, what are y'all seeing? Y'all, there's nothing other than what y'all seeing. Y'all just seeing color. Y'all see, oh, Jasmine Crockett, she acting ghetto. So yeah, we from the ghetto. We here. So these are things that they're seeing. It's nothing that Jasmine Crockett has going on. It's nothing that Kamala has going on. They see color. These individuals that I've named, they put on this act. They put on the act. When they go home, they don't act like that. They put on the act for different individuals. Oh yeah, girl, that's my girl. They doing TikToks, doing this, doing that. When they go home, bruh, they go in their gated community and they home and they ain't got to deal with it. Guess where you going though? Nah, we ain't gonna get into that. Guess where you going though? The same person oh yeah, I love her, and they would have did this and they would have did that. Why she ain't do it last? Why she ain't do it the 4 years she was in? And don't say, oh, it was Biden's control. Joe Biden said himself. Everything they did together. I'm telling y'all, bro. People need to wake up and realize. They need to wake up and realize. Check it out, President Trump.
Well, this is all caused by the Democrats. They asked us to do something that's totally unreasonable. They never change. They want to give money away to illegals, illegally, people that entered our country illegally. They want to give them massive federal money. And we don't want to do that because it means everyone's going to just keep pouring back. Right now, we have absolutely perfect borders like you haven't seen in many years. Even better than I had great borders during my 4 years. But these borders are stone cold closed. You can only come into our country legally now. But the Democrats want to give it all away. They want to open up the borders. Take a look at that. Big thing. They want to open borders again. After what we're going through now, getting rid of prisoners, getting rid of all of these people dropped out from mental institutions, drug dealers, drug addicts, everything. They're putting everybody into our country. It's all ended now. But this is what Schumer wants. This is what the Democrats want. They want to and they want to take our money. We're doing well. Because of tariffs, we're doing unbelievable. We're making more money than we ever.
I'm telling y'all, one thing about it, things have been going great. And like I've said multiple times, I've said this multiple times. And y'all know I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm not a person that's about to get on here and be like, oh yeah, everything is great. Everything is perfect. We got Trump in the White House. We're doing great. Y'all know me. Oh, y'all know I support Trump, man. Hands down. People get mad about it. I don't care. But one thing about it, at the end of the day, everybody and everything is not perfect. There are things, but I say that, but I also say it's been way better than it has been for a while. Know that ever since Trump stepped in. So I want people to know that too. Don't just make seem all like reckless. He's saying that Trump is. Oh, trust me. Oh, I know. And I'm sure y'all know too. But at the same time, ever since Trump has stepped foot in the White House, he has been doing everything that he can. Man, y'all people got to realize, bro, things just don't take, oh yeah, boom, everything's supposed to be straight. Especially with who we got, when it comes to the left anyways. Every time there's something good happen, bad happen, something that's, pretty cool, nothing too great, they will have a problem with it. It does not matter. Like I've said multiple times. President Trump can go save a baby cat in a tree without a ladder. They still going to have a problem with it. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.